Hello, my lovely zodiacs. How are you all? And I am back with my golden book. As you all remember what golden book is all about, it has come out of the treasure box after many months, and here it is with all the planetary position, all the secrets behind the planetary position, all the movements that are happening in the sky, all the planets that are moving, crossing each other in the month of November 2025, and what is the kind of drama that you and I should be expecting out of all this, that's going on up in the sky. That all the secrets are in my golden book, and let's not waste any more time, and let me give you all that's happening in the month of November. And of course, next video will be a very detailed video about each zodiac and what they're going to go through, these conjunctions and these planetary position shifts, these retrogrades, these planets going direct, crossing each other. So the next video, definitely don't miss this video and the next video, which will have so much details about how you must process in the month of November 2025, because it is one of the most important months of this year. And you will know why if you hear this video completely. Sit in silence, sit with your own self, and just soak everything in. And that is what you need to do before you enter November 2025. So let's not waste any more time, and let me tell you, I've noted everything in my golden book and I'm going to read it out to you. So what is happening? Definitely it is packed with drama. The astrological drama is like full on in the month of November. Up in the sky, it's actually a very supportive month also. It's just the way we are going to see things. You have to have a very positive attitude towards what's happening in the month of November, because the planetary position has been extremely tricky since 2025 has started, and as now we are absolutely towards the tail end of this year, and Mercury is getting retrograde, Jupiter is getting retrograde. I'm going to talk about all those dates. So it's going to be a blessing, but of course in disguise. It's very supportive. Everyone, I promise you, each one of us will benefit from these transits. It's only conditional that you listen to your guidance, you follow your guidance, you understand your guidance. The benefit is there for each one of us, from the cosmos, from the universe, from the divine, from the creator. That is for sure. That is a guarantee that I'm going to take. But what you need to do is follow your guidance. Just don't half-heartedly, okay, Janvi said everybody will anyway benefit, so I'm going to enter these retrogrades and these conjunctions without any. No, that's not going to happen. You should not do that. You have to understand the whole process, and that's when you enter these shifts so that you benefit the most out of it, and that is everything that happens with you is for your highest good, and that should be the aim, that should be the target. In this month, Jupiter and Saturn are going through. They're trying in the sky, like, because Mercury gets retrograde in the month on the 9th of November. Jupiter gets retrograde on the 11th of November, and Saturn is already retrograde, and there is a massive conjunction that is happening. I'm going to break that down for you guys so that you understand this extremely well. But before that, I want to tell you, there is a great benefit supporting Jupiter being a benefic planet. It's a beneficial planet. It is giving a great support to Saturn the minute it gets retrograde on the 11th of November. Saturn has been going, because Saturn is a planet of patience. It's a very slow planet. It's a very hard-working planet. It's a planet of a lot of efforts, a lot of father time and all that stuff. So there is going to be a lot of healing in these times. There is an expansion that is happening since March 2023, I must say, when Saturn entered Pisces. Since then, we all are just working very hard, but we are not getting that result that we are expecting. In fact, we have done a lot of great things in this last 1.5 years, and we've expected, like, okay, this is going to be my breakthrough, but that really hasn't happened, because the support, the blessing, the energy of Jupiter did not come in the conjunction with Saturn, but that's what's happening now. So that's a very big benefit that each one of us is going to feel. There is an expansion, there is a growth that is definitely happening. Jupiter is bringing a lot of optimism when it's conjunction. There's a conjunction with Saturn at that time. There's a lot of optimism, there's a lot of protection, there's a lot of joy, faith, and inspiration. And each one of us will be inspired towards new creative things and towards new ideas and all that's happening. There's a lot of yes that we will start hearing, because for the last many months all we are hearing is no, not possible, okay, I'll get back to you. But the chain of yes will begin. There's a lot of relief coming our way. There is a lot of hard work that will be paid off for sure. And it has been, Saturn has been very testing. It's been a very testing time, as I said, since March 2023. But now is when Saturn is getting that relief because of this junction that's happening with Jupiter, and Jupiter is getting retrograde in Cancer. So that kind of relief is coming. Jupiter will give you rewards. It'll give you a lot of reasons to celebrate, and there is so much stability. There's so much growth that is coming. There's a steady expansion. Now, Jupiter is going to set the tone for everybody to expand slowly but steadily, because of course the junction is with Saturn, and Saturn is a very, very slow planet. It's a very planet of hard work and patience, and Jupiter being the planet of knowledge, their mix and their junction is so beautiful. Imagine knowledge meeting with hard work. I mean, this is a lethal combination, and it is the most divine combination that one can ask for. So that's definitely something that we all should try to benefit from for sure. Meaning and there's a lot of meaning and purpose that is going to come our way. You will understand a lot better why these tests came your way. Why did you go through what you went through in the last 1.5 months? So that kind of an understanding, also intuitive understanding, creative understanding, Jupiter is bringing from within for each one of us. And that is, I'm going to tell you, we must listen to our first sound that comes from the intuition has to be kept on the top priority. I understand everybody, we take guidance, we ask people, and of course there's so many of friends and relatives and well-wishers who give us a lot of guidance, but do not ignore your inner voice, your own intuition, because as it's going to be at the most creative and the most optimistic level. So you have to give the credit where you deserve the credit. I mean, it's like actually the time for being more, it's more about self-kind and self-awareness, all that's happening. And in the mix of all this, when all this is happening, and Jupiter is a very big planet, it's the largest planet in the cosmos, and imagine Jupiter getting retrograde. It goes retrograde for like very long. It starts retrogression on the 11th of November from Cancer. It'll transit into Gemini, and it'll end on the 11th of March 2026 in Gemini, and that's when it's going to go direct. And in the middle of all this, in the month of November, we get into the last Mercury retrograde of this year. I mean, there is a smile on my face when I'm saying that, but trust me, when I'm saying this, my stomach is completely turned, because this is one of the most, there are 4 Mercury retrogrades that come in every year, but this is the most important one in this year, and you must listen to this, because it's going to be so it'll make so much sense. Everything, whatever we have gone through this year will come, it'll all start making sense, and you'll be like, oh my God, and now I need to benefit from. So one, let me tell you, Mercury retrograde is happening from 9th of November till the 29th of November. But this time, because it's on such an expansion mode happening in the cosmos with Jupiter, Saturn, and Uranus and everything, the effects of Mercury retrograde will start 15 days prior and 15 days from that, like till the mid of December. Please, I have already started feeling it. Honestly, after Diwali, like 2-3 days after Diwali, I started sensing Mercury retrograde. I've had so much issue with my Wi-Fi and a lot of communication problem. I'm saying something, my team is saying something, they are understanding something totally different. So I'll tell you one. People are like, oh my God, Johnny, it's already 21 days retrogression, then 10-15 days here, 10-15 days there. What does it mean? Is it 1.5, 2 months? No. If you feel Mercury retrograde energy during the Mercury retrograde, which is the 21 days, 9th to 29th, then you may not feel it before and after. But if you start feeling before, then the Mercury retrograde period will be very smooth for you, and then hence you will feel it again after. So take that call, understand how Mercury behaves with you. I mostly feel it before, and after, when it's gone direct, and after that, I'll tell you that 1 week to 10 days after that for me is so self-destructive. I'm just like I need to vent and get angry, shout at somebody, something. I think I attract that energy where somebody has to irritate me. So with me that happens mostly, it's always the before and after effect. So you gauge it, you understand how it, every planet talks to each one of us very differently, and with time we should understand the language that we have with our planetary positions, and that's going to be most important. I'm going to definitely suggest you all that. So when Mercury is getting retrograde, as I told you, so Mercury is going to be retrograding from 9th to 19th in Sagittarius, and from 19th to 29th in Scorpio. So it does change a big zodiac also right in the middle. So there is going to be an impact, because Sagittarius behaves very differently, and Scorpios, well, we all know how different they are. They are the most different. But having said that, when Mercury is retrograding in Sagittarius on the 9th, we are in the month of Scorpio, and the minute it starts retrograding in Scorpio, we will immediately enter Sagittarius. So this is going to be so lethal, and this is going to be such a fun ride. We all will be like, oh my God, what was that? It will leave a very big smile on our faces, but I don't know how we are going to feel during that time. That is, we all will share our experiences. Please do put them on the comment section. So post retrograde effect, as I told you, will be there till the mid of December. You must be mentally prepared for it, and lots of delays in travel can happen, a lot of digging deep. There is so much like frustration over there, especially from 9th to 19th when Mercury is retrograding in Sagittarius. All those things, one is just overthinking and digging very deep and trying to investigate everything and trying to make sense of everything, and the travels are getting delayed, the ticket bookings and the planning and restaurant bookings and wherever, especially related to bookings, where you want to make sure that you get into this concert, or you get into this university, or you get into this flight, and you get this visa application or something. So all this is getting a little haywire, confusion, delays, all that's happening in this period. And I can understand it can be very frustrating, it can be very irritating, but soon after, when Mercury retrogression goes into Scorpio, which is on the 19th of November till the 29th of November, we all know how Scorpios are. They doubt everything, they're very detective mode, and they want to kind of get clarity for everything. So we all can get a little suspicious of everything. Like the faith will be like, I don't believe you. I just don't want to believe what you're saying. I don't want to is this person lying? What is the benefit? Why this person is so sweet to me? Why? So it's just like questioning everything when Mercury retrograde happens in Scorpio. That is from 19th to 29th of November. So be aware of all this. So, then you can tell your mind that, okay, you're over doubting, you're just just doubting your husband or your boyfriend or your wife and all that. It's just your mind is speaking, but there may not be any truth to it. So before you kind of go out there and destroy a lot of things, please see this video over and over again. hold your horses till mid of December, because when the effects of Mercury retrograde also leave, there's a lot of clarity. I mean, these planets are very fair. Yes, they do these things to us for us to evolve, but they have no malice, like they want to harm us or destroy us. They just want to check on our strength and our stability and the power that we have in us, and how we create that, and how we are connected to the divinity. So that's all the testing period happens when all these planets get retrograde. And we are so used to Mercury retrograde. Come on, bro, it happens 4 times a year. It's not a joke. It's like something we live with. And let me tell you, the main reason why this happens is Mercury planet is a planet of conversation, communication, your mind, the connection between your mind and your tongue. It's always communication. That's why Wi-Fi's go for a toss, the internet goes for a toss, because one is not able to communicate properly. So having said that, when Mercury retrogrades, that is when you also step back. And then you analyze the last 3 months. What have I said? What have I, benefited or had a negative effect of it in my life? My communications, how are they? Can they get better? Do I need to say things in a different way? So these retrogrades happen for a reason, for us also to step back for 21 days. It's a detox. It's a detox from a lot of socializing, a lot of conversations. No, you do that 3 months, you socialize, you party, you talk, chat on the phone all the time, talk to your friends. But when these 21 days come, where the planet of communication gets retrograde, you take a step back. Take a detox. Try to speak less. Try to listen more. Try to ask yourself that in the last 3 months, when I was writing those messages, what was the repercussion of that? When I said that to that person, did that cut hard, did deep to that person? And do I need to say these things? Can I say things more empathetically, more politely? So all that kind of, the retrogression is happening for that reason, for us to also retrograde and step back and process those 3 months. So that's the main reason this happens. Of course, we very easily blame Mercury retrograde for everything in every 3 months. But if we actually knew, we would be so grateful for Mercury to keep retrograding in such short intervals. Because imagine, in every 3 months, if you get a reality check and you're like, tuck, yes, this was right, this was wrong. So, okay, in this Mercury retrograde, I'm going to fix this. And then move forward for the next 3 months, not repeating those things. How amazing will life be? How much will we will be evolved? We'll get better, and who is going to benefit the most out of it? Imagine if we just kind of take a reality check of every conversation or every relationship or in any conduct in our career or in our relationships or towards our health. And if we just take accountability of that, and then we fix it, and then we move forward, tell me, who is going to benefit the most out of it? So take full advantage of this Mercury retrograde. Like, for example, as I told you, it has already started irritating me, especially my 4G, Wi-Fi, 5G, all this is going for a toss. So I just leave the remote control. If it's the Netflix is not streaming, it's not streaming. I'm understanding. The planet probably says, okay, maybe you just need to not watch TV and have a me time or talk to yourself. And there's something the planet wants you to think about, fix something in life. So you take a step back. If the phone is not getting connected, I'm trying to call someone or trying to send them a message. Nowadays, for the last 2 or 3 days, I'm sending a WhatsApp to someone and it just keeps going. It's just not getting me that tick. And I understand that the planet is saying this is not the time for you to start this conversation. Step back. So you need to be more communicative with your planet at this time rather than people. That is when the planet will talk to you. That's when you, as an individual, 8 billion people on this planet, have a different relationship with each planetary position, with each transit, with each. So you have to make your own connection with the universe. You have to make your own connection with each planet in the galaxy. And that, the most easy to do is Mercury, because it gets retrograde, as I said, 4 times a year. This is like home planet. This is something we should understand and have it back of our hand. And oh, you're retrograde. Okay, I'm going to sit back, relax, think a lot of things, evolve, change for better, and move forward. And by the time you're retrograde again in 3 months, I'll have better things to show you, and how much I have grown, achieved, and improved. So put yourself in that challenge from each Mercury retrograde, and you're just simply going to love that. As I said, from the 19th, when Mercury retrograde will be in Scorpio, so there's going to be a strongly, and there is a strong felt opposition from Uranus also in Taurus, and as I said, the internet will be very irritating, communication, changing plans, irritation. People are just going to be after 19th, because Scorpio is a very stubborn planet, and Mercury retrogression will happen in Scorpio. People will be stubborn for just sake of it, that no, why? Like, for example, somebody's grabbing a glass of water to drink, and somebody, their mother or father or wife or their husband or boyfriend says, why don't you have a glass of water, you look dehydrated. No, I don't want to have water. Why should I have water? So just because you're telling me to have water, I don't. So just like so much stubbornness, which is so self-destructive, and just there is going to be so much of an energy of proving yourself right. People will defend for, it'll be so nonsensical after 19th till the 29th. Please do write in the comment section. I would love to hear everybody's experience and views on this. People will be defending somebody, their friend, or probably their worker or their wife, for nothing, like for nothing. They'll go in a very defensive mode. The mind will go in a very defensive mode, because Scorpio as a planet is very defensive. If you see Scorpio also as an animal, it's got those stings and those claws. It just defends for nothing. Even if you're not going to harm the Scorpio, but it's going to sting you, it's going to bite you. So it's a very defensive mode. And imagine Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. So if somebody around you, your children or your spouse or your parents, people are being defensive, just leave it to that. You do not have to prove a point. We'll have to play balance over here. Some people are going to get extremely stubborn, so the other people have to get extremely easygoing. There is, in all this mixed bag, there is a benefit to water sign zodiacs when Mercury gets retrograde in Scorpio. So Scorpios, Pisces, and Cancerians are definitely benefiting from it, because there is going to be a lot of they'll just win battles without even fighting. These three zodiacs know how to choose their battles. Scorpios not all the time, but Cancerian and Pisces are extremely smart with that. They're so intuitive, so they will just know which battle to choose, and even without lifting a finger, they're going to karmically win so many battles, and by the end of it, they'll be like, they will not have to say anything, and it'll be just like they were right. So these three water sign zodiacs are definitely benefiting when Mercury retrograde is after 19th, going into the zodiac of Scorpio. So that's going to be fun. And after the 19th, it's very good time for like rebirth, breakthroughs, signing some contracts. If you're buying to buy a property, buy a car, renting something or something, it's a time of contracts. Or if you're trying to have a business deal with someone, try to avoid it before the 19th, but after the 19th, it's a lot of smooth sailing. It's the right planetary position. Scorpio intuitively will be guiding you towards the right thing and the right contract and the right paperwork, right lawyer, right especially wherever it is based on signing contracts. It's going to be that energy which will be in your benefit. Saturn and Jupiter, as I said, in this retrograde of Mercury, Saturn and Jupiter are having their own drama on the side. They are kind of being very creative and inspiring, and they are being so intuitive. So, imagine if your communication is because of Mercury going a little bit for a toss, and here is Jupiter, planet of knowledge and planet of karma, Saturn in their conjunction. You're feeling very creative also. You're feeling very intuitive also. And then you're feeling that you're not able to communicate what you're feeling, because the communication is blocked, the internet is not working so well, or B, the person sitting next to you is delulu, is not listening, is going defensive mode. So you'll just have to balance out this whole cosmos drama, because hello, that's what's happening. In all, a great month. As I said, everybody will benefit. It sounds very dramatic, but it is in such good degrees and such good houses that all these retrogradations are happening, and the timing is so perfect that you will, by the end of it, I promise you, I feel there is a benefit for each one of us if at all we follow the guidance, which will be in the next video from Aries to Pisces, how we all need to conduct in this period. 22nd of November is one of the best days in this month. It is a it's so when I say 22nd, so we can take one day before and after, so 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. But it's the best day to kind of finding solution to your problem where you've been stuck for so many months and you've not been able to have a breakthrough. But that is the day you keep your eyes and ears open. There is going to be that energy of getting that breakthrough will happen, that solution to whatever drama was going on for the last 2-3 months. It'll come to an end and it'll come to a proper solution. It'll come to a proper resolution. So 22nd is a day of a lot of healing, a lot of protection, a lot of let go, and baggages will go and one will feel okay, fine. But it's like you have to hit when the iron is hot. So I'm telling you, 22nd is a day. Solution is coming your way. Just take it. Don't delay it. Don't go in your ego trip and as I said, it's just being defensive for no reason, for nay, to karna hai. Especially fire zodiacs, we all know, Aries, Leo, Sagittarians can just go so delusional sometimes for no reason, and these retrogrades irritate them a lot because they're fire zodiacs, and all this just fires them up a bit. But if they calm down, they hydrate themselves, of course it is going to be easy. But you have to make sure 22nd everybody keeps their the antennas are on and everybody feels like, yes, I'm going to get some solution on it. 17th of November is also looking like an extremely good day. It's a day where some financial breakthroughs, some good offers, some breakthroughs can happen and one can feel like, nice. 26th of November, extremely good, where Venus, Jupiter, Saturn are making a trio, and romantic day. It's a perfect day if you want to propose to someone, if you want to approach someone, if you want to date somebody. 26th is the day where the chances are very high that you will not be rejected, you will be appreciated, and somebody will give you that energy and look at you with those loving, endearing eyes. And so there is a lot of gifts from the universe on that particular day where love life is concerned, which is 26th of November. And Jupiter retrograde from the 11th from 11th November till the 11th March 2026 is also going to help you expand the energy, expand especially the zodiac that it is sitting in. So when it gets retrograde, Jupiter is at that time sitting in Cancer. So Cancerians, this is the time you must you must expand yourself fearlessly, because it's going to be retrograde in Cancer till January. I'll make a detailed video about that, and then the retrogression will be in Gemini till March happens, till 11th March happens. So whatever you've been through, Cancerians, you've just put hard work and you've not felt like you've got that reward. But this is the time where you fearlessly expand yourself, spread your wings, and just fly. You will be so surprised that the creator has your back, the universe has your back, and you will be like, oh my God, I thought I will never get my due, I will never get my deserving reward. And imagine after 6 months, after 8 months, after a year, I mean, this reward has I was seeking for the reward, but the reward has seeked me, found me, and got me. Because of course, Jupiter is a planet where in which zodiac it's sitting, it gives you the most, expansion, and puts you through a lot of tests also. So of course, Cancerians will especially feel this retrograde for their highest good a lot. But they just have to be in the flow now because their reward time is coming. But because Jupiter is getting retrograde and it is in the month of Cancer, we all know what Cancer is all about. It's about compassion, it's about empathy, it's about nurturing, it's about giving. So do all that, which all the zodiacs need to get that energy from Cancerians, from the zodiac Cancer, because this is what Jupiter wants to see in us. selflessness, love for others, empathy for others, understanding for others. But where Cancerians are concerned, I am going to tell you, don't overdo this. You've already done this a lot when Jupiter was in Cancer. But for you, this is the time for self-love, to become extremely self-centered, and let the other planets, the other zodiacs in this period try to embrace that beauty and that energy from Cancerians. I mean, of course, it's very self-limiting and self-destructive and self-punishing also many a times. That's the nature of Cancerians. I mean, they benefit from it, and they kind of lose a lot also in this kind of a chaos, emotional chaos. But having said that, the other zodiacs will learn that compassion. They have to become more empathetic, and Cancerians must become a little more like, let me just focus on me now. I've done my bit. So you will get your rewards, you'll get your recognition, but even if you don't get it, you just have to let that go, and it'll come from somewhere else, maybe from an unexpected area. But that is what Jupiter is doing in this particular retrograde. Of course, there'll be a much bigger and elaborated video on Jupiter retrogression, because it's a retrogression for 4 months, and the effect and it'll change the planet also, zodiac also in the middle. So for each zodiac, every month I'll make a separate video for that. That's for sure. And one thing I want to tell you in this Jupiter retrograde, I want each one of us to kind of say this 20 times a day, 50 times a day, 100 times a day. And in this retrogression, we completely put this in our subconscious that we are here to learn and grow. We are not here to suffer. So the belief that we are here to suffer, that belief needs to be broken in this particular Jupiter retrograde. It's extremely important. So keep this like an affirmation. Keep this like the mantra of your life. Tell yourself so many times a day, I'm here to learn, I'm here to grow, I'm not here to suffer, I'm not here to suffer. Whatever my experiences are, I'm just learning from them and I'm growing from them. I'm not here to suffer. I don't feel suffering. I don't suffer. Your soul has to kind of get aligned with that and let go of the energy of suffering, because 2025 has been very testing emotionally. Everybody has felt scared, nervous, very uncertain, unstable. It has been a very very weird year. So we have to understand that we have grown from it, we have learned from it, we haven't suffered from it, because the universe never wants us to suffer. The universe wants us to learn and grow, and we take birth and to grow, to correct ourselves, to correct what we are here. We are born again and again to correct some pattern of our soul journey. So that all Jupiter wants you to understand in this retrograde. It's extremely important. And just watch this video a few times so it'll soak in. You'll have to hear it over and over again for you to completely understand, because every time you'll watch the video, you'll understand a new thing out of this video, I promise you. So just do this 2-3 times and you'll be like, yeah, this is what I caught, and this time I caught this, and that's going to be extremely helpful to you. And in this time, I'm going to tell you, try to let go of all the logics. Let the intuition, be with you in the month of November, where Jupiter is also retrograde with Mercury. Let intuition guide each one of us. Listen to your heart. Listen to your gut. Don't get into the game of logics. Okay, no, but what? This doesn't make sense. I mean, tell me, please, somebody tell me where logics have landed each one of us. I'm not saying just be illogical, but I'm just saying make a mix of your intuition and logic. Just make a mix, but just don't get so stubborn in your no, this has to make sense. What is this? Hello, whenever that people have spoken like this and they've been just so logical, they've always seen the result is so different. I've seen that a million times with people. I mean, exaggerated million times, but I've seen that a lot. It's happened to people. I mean, I in my life personally have no logic. I only follow what I feel, right or wrong. I go by the feeling. This is who I am. I can't change myself. I think I should bring small amount of logic in my life, I should bring that percentage. But yeah, there has to be a change that I'll also have to make, and let go and put down, and let go of all these insecurities. And I have one more very big tip I want to give you in this whole retrogression of Jupiter and Mercury is pen down everything, write everything, every idea, every emotion, every. No, I mean, I'm not telling you to make a secret diary. I mean, don't get yourself busted and all also there. Just don't write, okay, I met this person and I spoke to, just do, I'm not talking about silly stuff. I'm talking about serious stuff. Like serious stuff. Write about your plans of next year, plans of December, what are the improvements you want to do in your education, what are the improvements you want to do in your business, what do you want to do for your wellness, what do you want to do for your fitness, if you want to lose weight, you want to put on weight, you have to write all the plan. And you will see after Jupiter gets retrograde and everything that you will write, that energy will work in your favor so much. You'll start getting answer for everything. You'll feel like, oh my God, I just wrote this the other day and the answer has just come to me. I mean, from somewhere, some idea will come, or somebody will just say randomly something in front of you and you'll be like, yeah. So you will actually, I challenge you, you will see that magic. Everything that you will write, it will be seen and heard somewhere, and you will get a solution, you will get an answer, and you will get a closure, whatever that is. But just have a habit of penning down. I mean, I have my golden books a lot. I love my golden books. You also buy whatever color you like. You get every color book now. And just write. It's going to be very, very good. No pity party also in this Jupiter retrograde, because Jupiter is, as I said, retrograding in Cancer, and Cancer is a pity party planet. Oh, poor me. I love everybody. Nobody loves me. So everybody will feel that effect. People will go a little like pity party and stuff. Cancerians might not, because Cancerians have done that already when Jupiter was direct in their zodiac. Cancerians will be like, to hell with all of you. I'm just going to be with myself, and I mean, you have to earn me now. So that is a kind of little flip will happen, but most of us will be feeling very, like seeking, like, give me compassion, give me love, give me this. So all that drama will happen a little bit. But I mean, hey, once you have the guidance, you hear it, 50% of the challenge is done, because it's in your subconscious, you're aware of it, and nothing that will bother you. But and soon Jupiter retrogression in January, mid-January, will move to Gemini. That's a dual personality. We'll make a video on that. So the effect of Jupiter being retrograde in Cancer will be over by then, and all the drama will also come to an end. So that is the kind of planetary position fun happening in the month of November 2025. Do wait for the next video, because that is a very detailed video of the effects that each zodiac will feel, and I promise you, you're going to love that video, because as I said, everybody is benefiting in November in spite of this chaos. There is so much creativity, beauty, gift, reward in the middle of this chaos. I don't want to miss onto this gift. I don't want you to miss this reward. I want you to grab these opportunities. So do watch, follow, subscribe, and wait for the next video. That is one life-changing video. See you soon. Bye-bye. Love you all.